most of the people actually take car insurance, but nobody looks what do they have in their car insurance. Every time they come across issues, when they come to understand that the policy that they had is not going to satisfy their particular need, when they come across some challenges. So that's the point when people start looking at car insurance. So today I would like to give you a brief picture about what car insurance is and what are the things that you have to be very careful while doing a car insurance. There are a number of brokers available to get a quote. Being a consumer, you should understand what your car insurance is all about. What are the things that has to be covered in it? What are the things that you need to remember while doing a car insurance? So those are the topic that I'm going to discuss today, and let's go into the topic, and I'll be using Government of Canada website as a reference for all of this information that I am sharing. Please take a look at my information and moving on to it. See, my dear friends, this is Government of Canada website that gives you a clear picture about car insurances in Canada. See, basically everyone tries to take car insurance. So make sure you go to this website, you read what are the things that are included in it, and make sure you understand what it is all about. And moving into the things in detail, you can see that the first thing that you have to understand from this page is understanding what is car insurance. So here it clearly says that car insurance is a protection that you must purchase if you own a car or any other vehicle, meaning it's a kind of liability transfer that you are actually purchasing if something goes wrong. So car insurance may protect you from having to pay your repairs, your car or other vehicle after an accident, meaning it's a kind of liability transfer where they take care of us when an accident happens. Liability claims if you are responsible for an accident causing damage. So which means they will be taking care of the liability which are coming across when you actually come across an accident. So I just want to make a clear picture that who all are driving a car without car insurance, please be mindful that these are something very crucial in Canada, because at a point if something goes wrong, you can't actually go back and change any circumstances. So make sure when you drive a car in Canada, you have to have a car insurance, and you have to understand what are the things that are need to be considered when you go for a policy. So who your car insurance policy covers, which means what are the things that are needed to be included in a car insurance policy. So you have to consider about the drivers, the passengers and the other people involved in the accident. And you can see in some provinces, injured passengers are not, or other people involved in the accident must make a claim with other own insurance first. If you have additional drivers, you must list their name in your insurance policy. Additional drivers include other drivers if your household who may use your car, meaning if somebody is actually involved in driving your car, it can be your friends, it can be your spouse, whomever it is. If it's your friends who is actually taking the car for a drive or taking a car to the school or for work, in all the scenarios you have to add that particular person in your policy. If you are not actually doing those things, if something goes wrong, there is a mere chance that your policy can get rejected. So be mindful of these things. And what are the things that you have to include in a policy? So those are the things that I'm going to discuss now. So the first one is liability insurance, accident benefits, accident insurance coverage, collision insurance, comprehensive insurance. So liability insurance means liability insurance covers losses such as injury or death that your vehicle caused to other people. It also covers damage your vehicle causes to other vehicle. You may need to pay the balance of the settlement yourself. For example, if cost of the loss or damage is higher than your liability limit, you have to pay. I'll just give you with an example. Liability insurance. So imagine like a scenario, you are actually choosing 1 million liability and something went wrong and you had a claim for maybe $2 million. It can be from the opposing person, or it can be from the whatever circumstances you are involved in that particular accident. So in that scenario, if $2 million was the claim and you had only $1 million in your liability, the additional $1 million you are liable to pay. So make sure that you have enough liability insurance on it. Liability insurance doesn't cover the cost of repairs to vehicle. You may need to consider additional insurance to cover those costs. And accidental benefits. Accident benefits covers the cost of your own medical expense and loss of your income following a car accident. Quebec residents are covered for injury or death by Quebec's public automobile insurance plan. Premiums are a part of your driver's license registration. So accidental benefit is something coming after that particular scenario, and you should be aware about what your accident benefits are. So imagine like a situation where something happens and you are disabled, so these things actually will kick in during that point of time. And additional insurance coverage, that simply means that the additional riders that you can actually add to that particular policy. So whenever you try to take particular add-on to that particular policy, make sure you understand what that additional insurance is all about. And then comes collision insurance. Collision insurance covers the cost repairing or replacing your car if you hit another car or an object. Insurance companies may include it in your mandatory insurance coverage. Comprehensive insurance. And collision insurance, moving into more detail, this is something like that are actually going to take care about your cost of repairing. So make sure that you give the cost of your vehicle in a right way, because that's the, if you are actually, in order to save some amount of insurance, imagine a situation where you are trying to show them the car price as a lower one, and if something goes wrong, that will affect you. Then comes comprehensive insurance. Comprehensive insurance covers the cost of repairing or replacing your car due to other type of damage or loss, vandalism, damage to your windshield, and theft. So you have to be very careful while taking this comprehensive insurance. So that position, that comprehensive insurance plays a crucial role in vandalism. As we all know, in all the provinces in Canada, there are lots of vandalism, lot of theft happening. So make sure you have that comprehensive insurance part added in it. And then comes optional insurance places. Depending on your driving record, you may not be eligible for all types of optional insurance. Optional insurance pays for risk not covered in your basic policy. Insurance companies call all this rider or an endorsement. So these are some kind of additional add-ons you actually add to your particular policy. So just like rental car insurance, repair of physical damage to a rental car, emergency road assistance service, collision forgiveness, depreciation. So these are some kind of add-ons that you can actually add to your particular insurance coverage. If you go into a little bit more detail, I just want to make sure that you understand these particular things in a proper way, because most of the time, most of the agents play around with the clients using these kinds of insurance coverage. Of course, commission depends upon the additional amount of coverage that an agent charged upon your particular policy, but being a client, you have to be aware about these things. Whether you need a rental car in terms of something goes wrong, if an accident happens, do you need that rental car? You have to have a clear picture for these kinds of things. Depreciation kind of stuffs. So you understand what are these things, and according to your need, you just go for it. So if I just try to give a little bit more detail about riders, this is just like you add a particular product on top of something that you have already chosen. And what's your car insurance policy doesn't cover, you have to understand that too. Most car insurance companies does not cover loss of personal items. You have to be very careful, like thief steals golf clubs, clothing, or personal electronics from your car. So these are something like a common thing that you should understand, that these things are not covered. And now comes car insurance premium. Most of the people are concerned about this thing. What are the things that car insurance premium are related to? And in the scenario, you can see that the main thing that will determine your premium, these are the factors: your age, your gender, where you live, your marital status, what car you drive, how much you use your car, your driving record, your claim history, the type of coverage you choose, the amount of your deductible. These are the things that they actually take a look while considering your insurance premium. And most of the people have doubts regarding deductible. So deductible is an amount of your claim which you agree to pay before your insurance company pays the rest. So that's the upfront amount of money that you pay ahead. And always what you have to do is shop around for the lowest premium. That's how you get different quotes from different people. What to do if a car insurance premium increase? So same thing, this is something kind of an add-on which you can think about. If your premium goes on up, you can actually use that advantage of deductible option, dropping collision coverage if your car has a lower resale value, packing deal for insuring your home and car, or more than one car. So this kind of strategies you can adopt when you are actually, when you see that your premium goes up really high. And then comes insurance settlement options. So imagine you had a claim, and what are their options that are available for them? Either repair, betterment, write off. So these are the options that they have. So depending upon the situation, they just take the decision. Settle a claim if you have a car loan. If you have a car loan, imagine, I'll just explain it with an example. Imagine you have met with an accident, and settling a claim during that situation, it's just like they assess the value of the property, which is the car, and depending upon that particular value, they give out the claim. Make sure you understand these kinds of things. Go to this website and get enough information that you are in need of for taking a car insurance, because you pay a lot of money for this particular insurance in terms of premiums. So if you come across a situation where you are not able to claim that particular amount of money for car insurance when something goes wrong, that's the point you will be struggling. So make sure you understand these things before getting into any trouble. So I hope you got a clear picture about car and car insurance. Thank you guys. Follow for more contents.